Secretariat with support from UNICEF. Paying for groceries the old way.
3, 4, 5.
I don't even know what he's doing.
7, 8, 9.
Allow me.
Paying for groceries with the My Airtel app. You have the power in your pocket. The power to conveniently pay for goods and services. Unlock that power with the My Airtel app. Visit the App Store or Google Play now.
That's my wife. Yeah, let me just take this quick.
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution, or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone, or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers, Plot 7 Lodell Road, Kampala. Call 0312 206 400 or visit our website at www.dpf.or.ug.
We are the DPF. We protect your money. Protection Fund of Uganda.
At Timex Nutrition Center, we advise you on the right foods to eat, exercise profile to adopt, and lifestyle strategies which are compatible to your blood group and genotype. This empowers your body to prevent and treat many diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, ulcers, obesity, and many others. For more information, find us at our head office in Kampala on Nassa Road, Conrad Plaza, 2nd floor, or call 0758 819 952 or 0778 288 361. We also have other branches in Mbara and Jinja.
Are you tired of high fees and slow transfer time when sending money? Look no further. Airtel Money is here to revolutionize the way you move your money. We have revised our rates, and now sending money from Airtel to other networks in Uganda, East Africa, and to the rest of the world has never been more affordable. Plus, you can trust Airtel Money to get your money where it needs to go quickly and safely. Simply dial *185# and start sending money. Switch to Airtel Money today and experience unbeatable rates and top-notch services for all your local and international money transfer needs. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back from that break. Now, farmers have been encouraged to grow value addition crops to fight poverty in their insatiable global demand. The chairman, organizing committee, Uganda North American Association 2023 convention in Dallas, USA, Gilbert Mulabi, says North Americans have big communities of Africans who need value addition agriculture produce from Africa. We have more in the following report.
Value addition agricultural produce is highly on demand, especially with big African communities in North America. Gilbert Mulabi, the chairman organizing committee, Uganda North American Association 2023 convention in Dallas, USA, encourages farmers in the country to grow value addition crops to fight poverty.
It's very important that as you grow the produce, that you add value to it. In value addition, you get a bigger market, and you get an advantage than a person who doesn't add value. So it's good to be in the chain of making the money, but as you grow the produce, please add value. Find ways of adding value to what you grow.
This was during the familiarization tour to various women development groups in Mukono district, where he visited Mukwano Gwa Chama women group in Katete, Namaliri. Mulabi, who is in the country for the 2 weeks holiday, promised UNA will continue to work with government to persuade investors to come invest in Uganda. Relatedly, Anders Anderson from Social Commerce, Fremtiden's Business, says the market for agricultural produce is global.
The market today is global. We work on a global market, so we need to think outside the box and think outside a specific society, because what you're sitting on can be exported. That could be good business for you. So the market is global.
Communities in Katete, Namaliri commended UNA for the continuous support aimed at development, socially and economically.
Ekirala abakyala bano nabawa ssente buli mukyala nga balina akawunti yaabwe y'ekibiina gye beekoleddeko. Buli mukyala nayagala yeggulirawo akawunti eyiye era ne mbaweereza ssente bwe magenda tulaga akawunti ye tulabe ekyokukola.
Naye ffe wano mu Uganda twesiimye nnyo nti omukulembeze waffe yettanira nnyo emirembe era yalina ekirabo kya Beto ekya Peace Award. So ye awulira nnyo obulungi nnyo nti tutambula mu bitundu nga tubuulira abantu emirembe ate nga mubeeramu n'abantu abasobola okutambula nga baleeta ebyenkulaakulana nga mwami Addison n'omukulu avudde mu America kwegamba we atabeerawo mirembe teri muntu asobola kujja mu nsi.
Brian Tumwine Byaruhanga, UBC News.
Now, Bunyoro Chitara Diocese is mourning the death of the former diocesan secretary, Reverend Geoffrey Tibenda, a former key player in the peace building between Bunyoro and Bafuruki. Reverend Geoffrey Tibenda died at the age of 74 at his home in Chikwite Cell in Hoima East Division in Hoima City.
At the home of the former Bunyoro Kitara Diocesan Secretary, Reverend Geoffrey Tibenda, in Chikwete Cell in Hoima East Division in Hoima City, following his death that occurred at around 8 p.m. on Monday. The late Reverend Tibenda was a key player in the peace building when there was a turbulent tribal clash between Bafuki and indigenous Banyoro during the Mobende Banyoro Committee period in 2001. According to the family members, Reverend Tibenda has been battling cancer of the urinary bladder, which had kept him in and out of hospital. Reverend Gad Muhwezi, a brother to the late Tibenda, has described him as a good communicator, result-oriented, an educationist, and a man who loved his God.
He managed to uplift the standard of living of his home up to the standard of this day. He has left his children, each one having his own gifts, talents.
Reverend Canon Francis Mugisha, the Bunyoro Chitara Diocesan Secretary, has described the late Tibenda as a man who was faithful and a good Bible expositor.
I was preaching at St. Luke's Hospital Chapel. We preached and the word was very good and touched the people's hearts, but good enough. The Bible expositor was very, very much exciting and doing well in God's ministry.
Benonto Singire, an activist as well as a senior citizen who worked with the late Tibenda, said the late will be remembered for championing peaceful coexistence between the indigenous Banyoro and Bafuruchi of Greater Chibale.
The indigenous people and those that are in Bunyoro that came from different places, and that brought harmony. And we have been he has been our anchor in the pacification of that great demise. And now he's gone.
In 2005, Reverend Geoffrey Tibenda contested for local council 5 chairperson seat for the then Chibale district. However, he withdrew from the race a day to the polls. He served as the diocesan secretary Bunyoro Chitara Diocese. Reverend Tibenda is survived by a widow and 5 children. The late Tibenda will be laid to rest at his ancestral home in Chabaranzi, Wikara Sub-County, Kagadi District on Thursday 29th December 2022 at 2 p.m.
Now, youth in the Rwenzori region have been encouraged to embrace vocational skills as a way that can lead them to a better future. This was said by the State Minister for ICT and National Guidance at a youth campori organized by the Seventh-day Church Rwenzori Field at Rwenzori High School in Kasese District.
The camp, which is characterized by equipping the youth with vocational skills and spiritual guidance, has attracted over 2,000 youths. The minister advised them to exercise a high level of discipline if they are to achieve their dreams.
Change the world if you exercise high level of discipline. And you must be God-fearing. And all of you have the potential of becoming ministers.
He encouraged parents to work closely with the church by allowing their children to attend such fruitful gatherings that can help them in future.
So many activities. You can see there is knitting, making handbags, leather and tanning. They are even making sandals and shoes. They are teaching them to make soap. You know, they are also teaching them tailoring. So it's really very wonderful if the church can organize such an activity.
The newly appointed Bishop of the Seventh-day Church Rwenzori Field, Pastor Paul Mumbere, noted that the major reason why church is bringing the youth all together during these holidays is to equip them with skills that can help them while at home.
Things to do with the young girls, how to make the bags, how to make sandals, how to do what we call knitting and dressing, how to do what we call bakery.
He says this is done worldwide to keep the young generation with spiritual guidance in knowing deeper their religion.
Aged 10 years to 15 years and are trained to spiritually love their God, to understand the spirituality behind their religion.
Those that participated in skill development have promised that knowledge acquired from the campri will be extended to those who didn't get a chance to attend. Marion Awori, UBC Tonight.
We have learned making candles, bags, shoes, whereby when you stay home, you can make them and live on your own.
I have learned how to dress well, I have learned how to make a candle, and I have learned.
Yosia Laburo, 45 years of age, has committed suicide after finding out that his wife, Gertrude Nasande, was cheating on him. The incident happened at Nase village in Matugawa, Kiso district, when Yosia got to know that his wife was fornicating with a boda man. We have details in this report.
Yosia Labulo, 45 years, a resident of Nase village in Matuga, Wakiso district, committed suicide after finding out that his wife Gertrude Nasande was cheating on him. Yosia Labulo was found hanging on a tree near a graveyard area. The couple allegedly got into an argument after the man accused his wife Nasande of adultery, which forced her to disappear from home during Christmas. It is alleged that on several occasions, Yosia used to hear rumors that his wife Nasande is in love with the boda man, but he took it for granted. Not until on Christmas that Gertrude Nasande was nowhere to be seen by Labulo, just to be informed that he was with a boda man. Following this news, Yosia Labulo decided to commit suicide.
oli alemedde ku mukyala ki woono ate nga amulinamu abaana era kyamuviiriddeko okutegeeza abatuuze bange abamu nti ye yennyini atulisiki bw'atamale kutta mutuuze yalyetta ye amayinza yaye yesse.
Residents condemned the practice of adultery,
which has led to cases of domestic violence in the area.
Kubiriza abafumbo nti ekyokuddamu kyokka kiri mu Yesu.
Before his death, Labulo allegedly informed a close friend that he had a trip to Sudan, but they were shocked to be informed that he had committed suicide.
Nangamba nkumira abaana bange bameka babiri ningamba bana kingomu wangu nakawala nimugamba esente zogenda nazi Sudan bazisindise ndwa esente kiziza kumbula naye ekyokwetuga kyo kyatukubye wala nnyo kubanga singa yabadde n'obuzibu n'omuntu atirisi yandigambye omukufe.
Kakoza Fred Nasande's brother said the two had a long-standing dispute over the same issue.
Ebizibu n'ebibanga biri bitya kuno omuntu gw'obishyalingako naye.
Village leaders, however, urged residents to always inform relevant authorities whenever they face such family issues.
Mano jo ingwe jiwe nyonyulako ingwe n'obanyonya bonna bakaningate tinfunye otekizibu ngaki
nkubiriza abafumbo bonna oba abaagalana ababiri okubeera nga mu kwagalana okuba mu bufumbo obwo mulina okubeeramu n'obugumiikiriza.
Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
Very unfortunate event right there. Uganda's tea-producing areas would soon realize declines in production if a strategic approach to deal with factors which exacerbate the effects of climate change is not adopted. Environment experts say the current practice undertaken on most tea estates lack water and soil conservation components, which will have a range of negative impacts on tea communities.
Tea production is affected by the rising temperatures, droughts, forest shifting, and unpredictable weather patterns. The lack of sustainable tea extension services has caused erratic rainfall to damage crops.
So, what is lacking is sustainability in extension services. You find someone learns from an institution. He doesn't translate the theory to the practicability of anything on the ground.
The conservationist encourages players in the tea sector to integrate in smart agriculture intervention, which will maintain the natural soil substance much as carbon-based fertilizers are used.
Unless it comes earlier to integrate in smart agriculture interventions, the fate is not good. You know, now the soils are already exhausted. Only the leaves they are picking are correlated with the fertilizer, inorganic fertilizer. And because these tea estates have no soil and water conservation structures, even if you apply the inorganic fertilizer, 2 showers after you have applied, the fertilizer has already left the estate.
To that effect, tea producers are being advised to adhere to environmental conservation principles, much as they need to sustain their businesses.
The tea landscapes. So by planting trees as a boundary in your tea estates, you are already reducing the risks of climate change effects. For example, the running water, the soil erosion, the wind and all that.
We are saying it is a good business, but we need to bring them on board and share them with scenarios that can sustain their business. Otherwise, climate change is affecting them. Because now in short dry season, the factories are closed. No leaves are being brought.
Tea follows coffee and fish as the leading exports from Uganda, employing more than 68,000 people directly and supporting the livelihood of at least 1 million. Much of the tea growing areas have traditionally been concentrated in the west and southern regions, in the sub-regions of Buganda, Ankole, Kigezi, Tororo, Bugisu and Busoga.
The Uganda Small Scale Industries Association USSIA is a business member organization for micro, small and medium industrialists that has been in existence since 1979 with over 10,000 members and 16 regional offices countrywide. USSIA's core purpose is to enhance competitiveness through development, promotion, policy and advocacy for micro, small and medium enterprises. Find us at USSIA Building, Umasho Grounds, Lugogo, or call us on 0414 574 527, 0774 130 454 or 0782 173 086.
A year of records.
Newsmakers.
The game changers.
Those that went the distance.
Inventors.
The stars.
Trendsetters.
And more.
Show me. Let's honor Uganda and the Ugandans who absolutely stood out at the biggest party of them all, the Pearl of Africa New Year's celebration.
Fall in and let's celebrate Uganda into the new year with the biggest artists, MCs, DJs, dance crews all night long.
Panic on the 31st of December till the crack of dawn as we dance, scream, and pop fireworks into 2023.
The Pearl of Africa New Year celebration. Celebrating Uganda.
At Timex Nutrition Center, we advise you on the right foods to eat, exercise profile to adopt and lifestyle strategies which are compatible to your blood group and genotype. This empowers your body to prevent and treat many diseases like diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, ulcers, obesity and many others. For more information, find us at our head office in Kampala on Nassa Road, Conrad Plaza, 2nd floor or call 0758 819 952 or 0778 288 361. We also have other branches in Mbara and Jinja.
It's super fast internet. Oh, it's a super camera. It's a super battery.
Phone battery full.
Yeah, it's a super deal. Get the Kabode Super from MTN now at a reduced initial deposit of only 49,000 shillings and pay the balance in Pola for as low as 833 shillings per day. Grab this Super Kabode deal this Christmas and get 2 GB of free MTN data every month for 8 months. Get the Kabode Super now from any MTN shop countrywide. Everywhere you go, MTN. Regulated by UCC.
Oh, Susan. I want to propose to Rose. Yes, and this time I am serious.
Have you guys had sex?
Duh, of course.
And have you had sex without using condoms?
Hey, nga you're curious.
I'm more concerned. Are you having sex with other people?
Hey, hello. Is this an interview or what?
No, just things you should think about. Do you know Rose's HIV status?
Okay, this is serious. Should I be worried?
It is actually serious. Do you know your HIV status?
I think I am safe. Many times we get into situations that put us at risk of HIV. However, the first step to ending HIV is getting tested and knowing your results.
It's Time Up HIV. Call 0800-211-046 or text 8080 toll-free for more information about how to prevent HIV.
This message is brought to you by Ministry of Health with support from USAID.
The festive season is here and it's Christmas in 4G from Airtel. Get the most affordable 4G smartphone in Uganda, now heavily discounted from 250,000 shillings to 150,000 shillings only. Yes! 150,000 shillings only to keep you connected to your loved ones this holiday season.
Dial *175*94# to activate free 1 GB instantly and 100% double data on all weekly and monthly bundles for 3 months. Get one today while stock lasts from the nearest Airtel shop. Happy holidays this festive season with Airtel, the smartphone network.
can't tolerate sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment is unacceptable in our school.
Because a good school equals a better life.
Raising voices.
Over the years, we've dreamed to get onto the world stage. We've had that dream crushed. We've witnessed a total defeat of what could have been our greatest moment. We've felt our spirits go up, only to take a hard fall. We've had our fires burn out and leave only scars. We've seized the wind and had it pulled from our grasp. We've seen pain and we've seen loss of the last fragments of hope. But we are made of resilience, and resilience never stops dreaming. So we will dream even bigger with the Cranes Cup Bowl 2026. Together, let's take Uganda to the next FIFA World Cup.
Together, let's take Uganda to the next FIFA World Cup. For every Now Special you buy, we will give 50 shillings to the Uganda Cranes 2026 fund. You will also get the chance to choose how the Cranes Cup Bowl contributions are spent. Now Special, official beer of the FIFA World Cup and official beer partner of the Uganda Cranes.
Alcohol is not for sale to persons under 18. Please drink responsibly.
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Yes, hello? This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Calling you from the mobile service center.
Okay. So how can I help you?
Well, we have noticed a few things wrong with your number and need your mobile money PIN.
Tonfera, never give out your password or PIN to any caller. Your mobile service provider will never call or ask for your personal details. If in doubt, go to your nearest phone service center.
This message is powered by UCC, MTN, Airtel, Bank of Uganda, and NPSP Association.
Now, welcome back from that break, and now into the business scene. It's often an overlooked item, but an essential tool for professionals. Now, we're talking about the business card. For many, business cards are a staple of networking and professional communication. But with the rise of digital communication, some have questioned the continued relevance of the business card, wondering if they're still necessary in the digital age. Now, in this report, Samuel Senono brings us the story of an innovator whose innovation, dubbed MultiCard, is taking the lead on this front.
For years, business cards have been a valuable tool for professionals, helping to establish connections, build relationships, and establish credibility in the business world. However, presently, digital cards are taking over, offering a sleek and modern alternative to the traditional paper cards. Digital business cards are exactly what they sound like. Digital versions of traditional business cards that can be shared and stored electronically. Joshua Moran and his team are taking the lead in this development, and the results are there for all to see.
But primarily, our product is a digital business card. We are eliminating paper business cards. Very many organizations spend a lot of money replacing paper business cards, which are actually just thrown away when people network with other colleagues at events or conferences.
He beams with pride and talks with vigor as he shares the inception to actualization journey of this innovation.
So I came up with the prototype. I shared it with my two co-founders. We are three people. I, myself, Olga Bosarita, and Quizera Innocent. So we sat down and then came up with a product, the prototype. We tested it, and then we rolled out on 25th February, and the rest is history.
This MultiCard uses near-field communication technology and quick response code for a mobile phone. Morwana adds that this card can also be programmed to work as a company ID and also a clock-in and clock-out card for organizations.
So I think you've seen when you go out there to the Western world, when people are making payments, they basically tap and pay. Money is deducted off their Apple Pay or Google Pay. So it's the same tech that we used. So it literally, you tap and network. For example, you do this, it brings a notification, and then someone's credentials are here, and you can access their social medias in real time with just a tap, and then you can add to contacts. So all you have to do is to have NFC, but in Africa there are phones that don't have NFC. That's why our cards also have QR code. So to network with someone, you either tap or they scan your QR code and then you exchange contact.
In a world that's getting more conscious about the environment, Morana believes digital cards come in handy.
Let's say I work at UBC today, and tomorrow they made me the MD, yeah? In the old setting, I would have to let me call them my NASA plug or someone who runs my errands at NASA. I call him, I'm like, you know what? Right now I'm the MD of UBC, make me other 100 cards, yeah? But with the multi-card, all you have to do is to log into your account, you edit, and then it updates in real time. Yeah, so you can upload all your socials.
He also has assurances on the safety of the personal data they collect. The biggest advantage of digital business cards is their potential to make a lasting impression. With the ability to include multimedia elements like videos, photos, and links to social media profiles, digital business cards offer a more interactive and engaging experience for the recipient. As smartphones become so ubiquitous, there is no argument on what the future holds.
Right now we are clocking 1,000 users, yeah, all organic. Most of them come through referrals, yeah, without a marketing budget. We use basically my Twitter platform and social media to push the product, yeah, and very many people from as far as Kenya, Rwanda, South Africa, Nigeria have gotten orders from there. Yeah, so people are actually embracing the product because it reduces their costs. The amount of money they spend on paper cards on a yearly basis.
Well, like any Ugandan would say, mututwala speedy. But this is a very interesting innovation that will definitely catch up with time. Now, we know market vendors are seeking to be allowed to elect market leaders that will link them to Kampala Capital City Authority. Now, the vendors echoed their wish to the Minister of Kampala Affairs, Hajat Minsa Kabanda, during their visit to the market to monitor its operations following the suspension of its leadership.
President Yoweri Museveni recently ordered for the immediate handover of all market operations responsibility to Kampala Capital City Authority. Owino market vendors have now asked for internal election of their leaders to link them to the authority.
Oba kasese tujoya akasenda akalonke badde agerese tuberenga tukajua nenga twelondedde omukulembeze ke twagala ngaffe abasuubuzi situletera basiro wanenu abasiro abagende.
They should not talk about Slower. Slower is already out of the market.
The Minister for Kampala Affairs, Hajat Minsa Kabanda, has been informed of some imposters collecting tax from vendors.
President asasule balandiro dibonna tusigaze ebidaala gyaffe nga teri lutalo.
It was also noted that there is still the issue of landlords that are still demanding for rent from the vendors, yet it was directed that ownership of market stalls should be on one person, one stall principle.
What we found out, they are still coming. Of course, there are imposers who come and masquerade as market masters. But since we have found out, we are going to work on it. Because we have a new market master in place, have an administrator in place, have the RDCs in place, and have put someone in charge of this market by the names of Ivan Misiriza. He's going to work on this market, he's going to give us weekly reports. Even the DISO has some information to give to us.
This comes at a time when some of the vendors say they do not know where to report at the moment.
Tuliyanga bali mu kidaala omukulembeza muleta ndi ataveeko kati tuli awo mu bbanga tewatali mukulembeza atwala kitegeeza buli muntu ajja panga bibye tetumanyi kiddako mu maaso.
It was also noted that there is an increase of vendors operating on the streets, which has hindered those operating from the markets to sell their goods.
Abasinga mu katale kano si balandiroodi. Abasinga mu katale kano bajja ne bapangisa ku balandiroodi. Era kesise badde tugamba eri mu katale kati nti omudaala wooli gwe gugwo bwe batugamba. Kaakati ate minisita talambuludde. Balandiroodi tugenze okulaba nga bo bagamba mbu bababba emidaala gyabwe ffe tetubanga ku midaala. Pulezidenti ye yayogera nti emidaala mu abasuubuzi abalimu mmwe basuubuzi kati ate bali abalala si basuubuzi kyova olaba bajja basolooza ssente ate kati bagenda tutandika otululugunya.
The vendors proposed for a meeting with Kampala Capital City Authority for them to air out their challenges and find a solution of markets. The minister is scheduled to visit 16 markets of Wandegea, Natete, Busega, Nakawa, Kiswa, Chinawataka, among others, to monitor their operations. So far, Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Now, farmers in Koboko district have embraced cocoa growing with over 300 of their gardens ready to start picking the pods. This is after the crop was introduced to them by the area member of parliament Ambassador James Baba in 2018. Koboko farmers believe cocoa is a lucrative cash crop that can eradicate poverty among them if government picks interest to promote and support them.
61-year-old Elisa Atiba of Kuluba Sub-County in Koboko is one of those 300 farmers who piloted cocoa growing in the district 3 years ago. He planted the cocoa seedlings on 6 acres of land, and his cocoa pods are ready for picking.
We were encouraged by Honorable James Baba, Ambassador, in 2018 to plant cocoa, and from that time we continued the planting. He came to supervise us to see our progress.
Elisa is expecting to start earning from the cocoa in the next 1 year, and he will be getting about 10 million shillings per season, which is far much better than other crops he has been involved in previously.
We have formed a group work, that is a Kuluba Sub-County Cocoa Growing Group, which we are going to work together with them to see that the growth of cocoa continues and expands in the Kuluba Sub-County.
After the crop was introduced in Koboko by the area member of parliament, Ambassador James Baba, in 2018, many farmers picked interest in the crop and are all doing well.
People in West Nile for a long time were told some of these things cannot grow here. So one time by chance, I met an old man in Ayelembe on Vora near the customs border post, whose daughter was serving as a nurse in Hoima. 15 years ago, she brought 10 cocoa seedlings to the father to plant around the home. I'm telling you, those cocoa are yielding even better than the ones I saw in Ghana, where I served as a foreign service officer many years ago. From that moment, I decided that I'm going to try to promote cocoa in West Nile. So I first went to Ministry of Agriculture. They linked me to researchers in Kawanda. They came here, did soil analysis, rainfall pattern, weather patterns. They said, no, many parts of West Nile can grow this cocoa.
To make sure that the farmers don't mismanage growing of cocoa, the MP has established a 6-acre model farm with the extension services in Kuluba Sub-County at the border with South Sudan, where the farmers can learn.
We raise these seedlings, we give to the farmers the whole of Koboko district for free, provided if you have applied, if you have the intention of planting cocoa, either coffee. There are some extension workers which we recruited, which goes around registering farmers who has interest in cocoa. The number of the cocoa you want, the seedling you want, they record, but we give for free. But Honorable is the one raising the nursery bed. You use all means of transport to the farmers in every village. So we wanted everybody to grow cocoa. We give them free. Yes.
The farm also has avocado and cashew nuts that Baba is also encouraging the farmers to venture into, and wants government to take an interest in promoting cocoa growing in West Nile.
Let's not scatter resources all over the place with no impact. focus on cocoa, on coffee, on fish, on hass avocado, poverty will end in this country in a very, very short time. This is only 4 years old, 3.5 years old. And this tree can last minimum of 50 years. The same with hass avocado. The same with coffee. Why are we wasting time in other crops when all these crops can grow all over Uganda? I plead with my government, let's focus on a few critical areas.
During the Koboko Farmers' Day, the district leaders who held the annual event at the farm pledged to prioritize cocoa to ensure that it becomes the main cash crop in the district.
We used James Barber as a litmus paper, and it has confirmed to us that it can still produce. We are going to roll this. We have said we are going to roll. And me as a district chair, I'm going to be also one of the lead farmers, that I'm also going to have at least a farm of coffee and also a farm for cocoa. We are going to impress them because it's among our key priority crops that we have prioritized as a council: cocoa, coffee, cassava and maize. Those are the things that we felt when we invest on them, we shall be able to get money.
Philip Aguta, UBC News in Koboko.
And with that, UBC News Tonight comes to an end. Thank you so much for your company. I'm Lauryn Kazimoto and Muhammad Mugalu in sign language interpretation. We do wish you a beautiful night.
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Yes, hello? This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Calling you from the mobile service center.
Okay. So how can I help you?